Hello one and all, welcome back to yet another movie review, and this time I shall be reviewing Paddington 2, which is once again directed by Paul King, once again starring Ben Whishaw, voicing Paddington Bear. You have Hugh Grant this time around as the protagonist. Then you also have Hugh Bonneville, Lee Hawkins returning as the parents, and this time you have around Brendan Gleeson as Knuckles. This time around, yeah, that's his name, Knuckles, not the Sonic character, completely different. And just like with the first movie, go watch my first review, but this will contain spoilers as well, so if you haven't seen Paddington 2, it's a great movie, guys, go watch it. You're being warned. Let's dig into this thing. So Paddington takes up a job to earn enough money to buy the perfect present for his Aunt Lucy on her 100th birthday, but it gets stolen. That's just a quick sum up of Paddington 2. I really like the first Paddington movie. If you've seen my review, I think that it's a good movie for the entire family to watch. I don't think it's just a kid's movie. It's a family movie, alright? I mean, I'm not going to get into that hatred debate that I did in here with my first review, but just to say, I've wanted to do more family-friendly reviews for some time. Paddington I've wanted to do in particular. Paddington 2 is even better. I mean, it has everything better. This, as far as I'm concerned, is a bit of an adventure movie, to say the least. So, of course, it starts off with Paddington with the Brown family. I mean, the Brown family have settled in with Paddington very nicely. And so Paddington goes to this usual shop, tries to find a gift for his Aunt Lucy. And what I love about Paddington 2 is the haircut scene. It is hilarious. Like, he tries to put marmalade on top of the guy because he accidentally cuts the hair in one line. It's funny. Also a moment where Paddington, what I love about Paddington is that he truly cares. You know, he's a very polite creature and just wants to care about everyone in the movie. And so sees completely something wrong, but then the policewoman completely arrests him by accident, even though Paddington really didn't do it. And so gets sent to the courtroom, and it turns out he's actually guilty and gets sent to prison. And so basically throughout his time in prison, he starts making friends with the chef, Knuckles, played by Brendan Gleeson, who is excellent in this movie. He really has such a connection for Paddington, you know, with Henry Brown, the father of the Brown family. He was just pretty unsure how to handle within the first movie, but within Paddington 2, Knuckles, played by Brendan Gleeson, is very unsure how to handle Paddington. And so they start to create a friendship after whenever he tries the marmalade sandwich. And so they start to make a connection with one another. And what I really love is whenever the Brown family are visiting Paddington through this sort of prison meeting area, the window, however that works. And so all the other prisoners that Paddington somehow has made friends with are there as well. And so later in the course of the movie, Knuckles has a plan to escape and brings some of the prisoners as well along with Paddington. And so, while all this is happening as well, there's this very famous actor, Phoenix Buchanan, no pun intended, played by Hugh Grant, who is a great protagonist in the movie. And so there is a brilliant train sequence to where Paddington is phoning the Brown family, saying that Paddington is now officially out of prison, and so they meet at the train station. And then you get this brilliant scene where Paddington is on the red train. The Brown family are trying to ride the green steam train engine, which is pretty thrilling. I think Paul King directs it extremely well. This is straight up adventure as far as I'm concerned, and I think would love to see Paul King do an action movie, even though he's done mostly PG movies, the first two Paddingtons and Wonka, the Willy Wonka movie with Timothée Chalamet. Sadly did not make Paddington in Peru, which I hopefully will watch at some point. And as I said, you get this brilliant train sequence where you have, Henry Brown go on top of the train, and then Mrs. Brown is driving the other train, and so they eventually take out Phoenix Brown after whenever he cuts off the carriage that Paddington's on. Mrs. Brown goes over and saves him and dives into that water because she was good at, is apparently a swimmer, and so the prisoner friends of Paddington come to help him as well, which I think is nice and very touching. The only couple of criticisms I'd say, I'm not really a fan of how Paddington put his, toothbrushes in his ears. It's kind of grosses me out a little bit. I've kind of gotten used to it, but still part of me isn't sure about. And I kind of wish we had a little more time at the ending whenever Aunt Lucy appears at the Browns family house. Then Paddington goes over, and at last Aunt Lucy has experienced London herself. And so overall, guys, Paddington 2 is everything what a sequel should be. It is a movie that has everything better than the first movie. I think that Paddington is a great, caring person. But even with the prisoners at prison, it's wild to say the least. They handle the CGI on Paddington extremely well as they did with the first movie. The acting is top notch. Brendan Gleeson, Hugh Grant, all those other actors are just great in the role, and of course Ben Whishaw, who voices Paddington Bear, is just great to say the least. And I'm going to give Paddington 2 an A. There you go, guys. That is my review on Paddington 2. Comment down below, let me know what you guys think of Paddington 2. Let me know below in the comments. As I said before in this video and my first Paddington review, we'd like to do more family-friendly reviews because on my channel, I've realised I've done quite a bit of adult content. Need to do a bit more family content, not kids movies, family-friendly content. Hear me out, guys. Thank you. But as always, if you're new, please feel free to comment, like, subscribe, share this video, notify that bell before you leave. I'm a movie reviewer from the UK that likes to do movie reviews, especially older films, back to the beginning where film became a thing because it is what I love doing. And of course, I do new releases here and there. So once again, if you're new, please feel free to do all those instructions as I said. But if you're a returner, welcome back, and hope you're enjoying the content so far. And as always, until my next video, I shall see you then, and peace.